Welcome to clickmyproject.com. Our project title: Privacy Preserving Rack-Based Dynamic Workload Balancing for Hadoop MapReduce. Our project abstract: Hadoop has two components, namely HDFS and MapReduce. Hadoop stores user data based on space utilization of data nodes on the cluster rather than the processing capability of the data nodes. Furthermore, Hadoop runs in a heterogeneous environment, as all data nodes may not be homogeneous. For this reason, workload imbalance will occur when a job runs in a Hadoop clusters, resulting in poor performance. In this paper, we propose a dynamic algorithm to balance the workload between different racks on Hadoop cluster based on the log files of Hadoop. However, if the tasks are executing on critical or sensitive data in a secured rack, the data transfer of a unsecured cluster will result in privacy being compromised. We proposed an approach to transfer data between racks without you disclosing private information. Moving tasks from the most overloaded rack to another rack improves the performance of MapReduce jobs. Our simulation indicates that the proposed algorithm decreases running time of a job by more than 50% running on the most overloaded rack. Our project data flow. In the project data flow, there is some. First, we want to upload the data. We can upload any kind of data related to, for example, text file or document or some other image files, etc. In this process, we are taking an example of a text file in it. First, we want to data upload. After the data uploadation, the certain segmentation process can be done. In the segmentation process, the data can be further segmented into certain kinds. Each segmentation has a certain content related to the content of the file. The segmentation can be carried out. The segmentation can be replaced as jobs in it. The jobs in the jobs, the certain data centers can be created related to the jobs. In the job mentioned that the certain task contained in the certain allocations. After that, the data centers can be used to allocate the certain jobs in it, and the task assignment can be done. In the task assignment, the certain data center can be modified to a certain task. If the data center is idle in a process, the task can be assigned to another data center. Related to the data center process, the task can be assigned. After the task can be processed, and the task can be processed to the related flow, and the task assignment can be done. After the task process, the process can be finalized as a graph. In the graph, it presents the certain process to make the finalization of the how much task assigned in it. During the certain process, the task allocation and the duration of the time can be present in it. Our project demo for privacy preserving rack-based dynamic workload for balancing for Hadoop MapReduce. First, right click on home.java and click on Run as on Hadoop. In this process, it makes sure to run on Hadoop, and the Hadoop environment should be created related to the process. First, the VM should be the related process can be done. Here, the process is going to create a certain environment by exploiting the library files and the Java files and converting in it, and the process can be carried out. This is the home page have been launched in it. Click anywhere in the home page. It carries out to the next page in it. In this process, we are providing the security plus storage in it. If I am an existing user, you type a username and password. If I am a new user, click on new user and fill the details related to. If I am example for filling my name somewhat and a password and a mail ID. I have filled a certain details. After the completing the fill the details and click on using the username and a password. Make sure a certain login. Give the valid username and a password to make a certain login. After that, the data set can be loaded in data. Here loading a data set, and this is the data set, and click on it and click open. Here the data sets are loaded in it. In this process, the data set can be loading in it. After that, the dataset can be uploaded in it, and the certain file can be shown, and the encrypted process can be done, and the encrypted file have been uploaded in it. Here it shown that the encrypted file have been uploaded in the name of encrypted.txt. After that, the segmentation can be separated related to the file. Here the file jobs can be assigned. Related to the jobs can be assigned. If I am choosing a job 1, it shows that the data center 3 data center is idle and 1 data center is inactive, so it makes sure that assign the DC1 as a data center, and the job should be placed on DC1 for the process. Before placing the job, it should be decrypted. The file can be decrypted, and right click on dc1.java, click on run Hadoop. All the process should be run on Hadoop environment only, because the certain assignment can be changed related to the process. So if you choose a normal environment, the certain assumption can be carried out. So the Hadoop process should be run. Here no need to give IP address. I am using the local environment, so I am choosing a local host as a certain IP address. If you are converting with the multiple systems or multiple users, give one certain IP to make a connect. If a data center is accessing through multiple systems, means you can give certain IP address to make a certain connect. If I am giving a request, and the certain connection can be created, and the certain request can be processed, and it can be assigned to the certain server during the data center 1. After that, the job can be executed. The job can be executed by fetching the data to the certain server to make the certain process to make sure in data. Here the job can be executed, and the total values can be calculated related to the process. Here the calculation time can be arrived, and a certain view can be make sure in data. The job can be executed, and the details can be viewed. This is the total processing time taken to fetch the certain jobs to the data center and to the server, and the processing cost, and the task arrival. Here is the task arrival can be calculated, and the total process can be shown as I put in a certain graph. This also can be sure encrypted involved in a certain Hadoop environment only, and this shows that the existing and proposed task arrival. Here is the fluctuation in existing process. In a proposed process, there is no fluctuation, and the certain cost limit should be maintained, and the certain allocation can be carried out in it. There is a leakage of a certain. There is no leakage in data for a proposed system. Thanks for listening.